The global box office is buzzing with excitement as Demon Slayer Infinity Castle soars to unprecedented heights under Sony's international expansion. But here's where it gets controversial. While the anime is breaking records worldwide, some markets remain untouched by Sony's distribution, sparking debates about accessibility and market strategy. Meanwhile, The Conjuring Last Rites continues to haunt audiences with a massive 330 million-plus global haul. And the beloved Downton Abbey saga wraps up with a strong 30 million-plus debut internationally. Let's dive into the details. After dominating the Japanese box office this summer with record-breaking numbers, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Infinity Castle has finally landed in a broad range of overseas territories, including the United States, thanks to Sony and Crunchyroll. This weekend, the film set a new benchmark for anime openings worldwide, raking in an impressive 132.1 million globally. To break that down, $70 million came from North America alone, with Latin America contributing 29 million, Europe 17.4 million, the Middle East 6 million, India 5.2 million, Australia 3.2 million, plus additional smaller markets. It's important to note that Sony's distribution does not cover key Asian markets like Korea, Taiwan, or China. In Korea, for example, Infinity Castle has already earned $34.7 million and ranks as the third highest grossing film of the year there. This highlights a fascinating split in market reach and raises questions about how distribution rights impact a film's global footprint. The phenomenon that began with Demon Slayer Mugen Train in 2021 has only intensified, underscoring the growing global appetite for anime. Sony's data reveals that Latin America witnessed record-breaking anime openings in several countries. Mexico led with $9.8 million, followed by Brazil at $4.4 million, Peru $2.8 million, Central America $2.4 million, Argentina and Chile each at $2.2 million. These numbers suggest a vibrant and expanding fan base in regions often overlooked in mainstream box office discussions. Europe and the Middle East also saw historic anime openings. The UK topped with $4.6 million, Spain $3.7 million, Italy $3 million, Saudi Arabia $2.8 million, and the UAE $1.4 million. India made headlines with a $5.2 million debut, marking the biggest opening weekend ever for an anime or animated film in the country. Australia followed suit with a $3.2 million opening, the highest ever for an anime movie there. Back in Japan, where the film is a Toho Aniplex release produced by Ufotable, Infinity Castle had already surpassed $282 million by last weekend. Adding Sony's recent international figures pushes the total well beyond the $400 million mark. While official Japanese box office numbers typically take until Monday to be confirmed, these estimates are solidly within the expected range. This success story is not just about numbers. It reflects a significant expansion of theatrical audiences for anime worldwide. The top 5 Sony/Crunchyroll markets overseas include Hong Kong, $11.7 million, Indonesia $7.2 million, Thailand $7 million, Malaysia $6.5 million, which recorded its highest anime opening ever, and the Philippines $6.4 million. Many of these are all-time records for anime in their respective countries. Looking ahead, French-speaking and German-speaking markets are set to open next weekend, promising to add more chapters to this global phenomenon. Switching gears to horror, New Line and Warner Bros.' The Conjuring Last Rites followed up its stellar opening with a strong sophomore weekend, adding $60.5 million across 76 international markets. The film's international total has now surpassed $200 million, contributing to a global gross of $332.9 million as of Sunday. Notably, France and Belgium recorded the franchise's best openings ever, while the Middle East saw the biggest opening weekend for a horror film in its history. The The film's staying power is evident in Latin America, where it has become the highest-grossing horror movie in countries like Peru, Guatemala, Nicaragua, and Uruguay. In Asia, Last Rites continues to dominate, holding the #1 spot in Indonesia, the Philippines, Thailand, and Malaysia. Japan is still awaiting its release, scheduled for October 17th, which could further boost the film's global tally. On a different note, Universal and Focus Features' Downton Abbey, the grand finale, has struck a chord with fans, delivering a heartfelt farewell to Highclere Castle. Released in just 31 international markets, the film grossed $12.3 million, surpassing the previous installment, Downton Abbey: A New Era, and matching the early performance of Ticket to Paradise. The worldwide opening stands at $30.4 million. The UK remains the franchise's strongest market, with a $6.3 million opening that outpaced the 3-day debut of A New Era in just 2 days. France also showed strong support, earning $1.4 million across 423 screens and ranking second at the box office behind The Conjuring Last Rites. This performance exceeds that of both A New Era and Ticket to Paradise at comparable stages, with screenings spanning both commercial and art house cinemas. In Australia, the grand finale opened with $1.2 million across 314 screens, placing third behind Demon Slayer and The Conjuring Last Rites. This result aligns with the previous film's performance, and critics have responded positively. The Netherlands saw the franchise's highest-ever opening weekend and its biggest single-day gross on Saturday, with a $900,000 weekend total that outperformed both earlier Downton films and matched Ticket to Paradise. Italy contributed $500,000 during its opening weekend across 350 screens, ranking fourth behind Demon Slayer, Conjuring Last Rites, and Materialists. This is another market where the grand finale has outperformed A New Era at the same point in its run. Looking forward, the film is set to open in Germany, Mexico, Spain, and Japan, where anticipation remains high. So what does all this mean? The explosive success of Demon Slayer highlights anime's unstoppable rise on the global stage. But the patchwork of distribution rights raises questions about who truly benefits from this boom. Meanwhile, the Conjuring franchise continues to prove that horror has a massive international audience, and Downton Abbey shows that well-loved stories can still draw crowds even in a limited release. What do you think? Is the anime explosion reshaping the global film industry for good, or are there risks in such concentrated market control? And with horror and period dramas holding strong, which genre do you believe will dominate the box office next? Share your thoughts and join the conversation below.